I only realized the man had been pretending to be poor all these years when I saw him at a high-end banquet with his first love ironically yesterday. He was embarrassed because I liked a 20 yuan cheap item today. He had transformed into a rich, second-generation heir. Seeing how close they were, I realized I had been living in a lie. It turned out the man was actually a rich second-generation heir. He had only dated me to get back at the scheming woman who had abandoned him. We first met when I was harassed during a job interview, happened to rescue me. Then he took me to a rental apartment and gave me a place to stay. He treated me with great care, and soon I fell in love with him, even though he proposed with a cheap paper ring. Happily accepted. The man thought I was just an ordinary girl, but in reality, I was from a wealthy family. I hid my identity for his self-esteem and stayed with him in the rental apartment until one day overheard his conversation with his friends and realized I had been living in a ridiculous lie. So I called my rich father and told him I would accept the arranged marriage banquet the next day. I went to the store to resign, but just as the manager was processing my resignation, she received a call saying that today a rich second-generation heir had rented the entire store for a welcoming banquet. The manager said they were short on staff and asked if I could work one more day. Agreed, because 4 years ago, when I ran away from home, the manager had given me my first job. But soon I found out from my colleagues that this banquet was for the rich second-generation heir's first love. Immediately realized the rich second-generation heir was my boyfriend who had been pretending to be poor. Seeing how sweet they were together, it hurt my heart. I decided to leave, but as I turned, I accidentally knocked over a bottle. The crash caught the man's attention. He quickly walked over and asked why I was there. I told him I was working there and asked him what he was doing. He nervously said he was also working there, and the clothes he was wearing were borrowed. The scheming woman sensed the change in the atmosphere and realized my connection with the man, so she immediately stepped forward and demanded I pay for the spilled wine. The man thought I didn't have money and stepped in to offer to pay for me. This made the scheming woman even more jealous. She deliberately made the man feed her food and flaunted their affection in front of me. After the banquet, the scheming woman drugged me and took me to a hotel where she had me assaulted. I used a wine bottle to knock out the attacker, but as I tried to escape, I ran into the scheming woman. We had a confrontation. She pushed me down the stairs. When the man arrived, the scheming woman immediately pretended to fall and falsely claimed I had pushed her. The man quickly rushed her to the hospital, not even caring about my more serious injuries. It wasn't until I had surgery that the man found time to visit me and still asked how I got hurt. Emphasized again that I was pushed down by the scheming woman, but the man didn't believe me and brought the cake that the scheming woman didn't want to eat to me. I angrily refused to make it up to me. The man took me to a luxury store for the first time, but suddenly a light fixture in the store came loose. The man instinctively shielded the scheming woman. The heavy light fell on me. I was covered in blood, but the man took the injured scheming woman back to the hospital. When I woke up, I was told I had just donated skin for the scheming woman. I couldn't believe my life had become so cheap in the man's eyes. Seeing him still trying to explain, couldn't take it anymore. I told him every word he said disgusted me and ordered him to leave as a rich second-generation heir. He had never